So what we're going to do today, I was going to do some of my rehab from Dr. Brink, but I'm still I'm still in pain, right? The first week, I'm not even at a full week right now. And first week, the primary focus for this is to bring down inflammation and fully recover, and then we'll get back to like real rehab stuff. Even though the rehab stuff is pretty easy on the body and low risk, obviously, I still could use probably another day of recovery, and I want to keep this going. And so what we're going to do today is I'm going to do upper body stuff. I'm going to do some of my prone cobra to get us started. And then I'm going to stick to maybe just some back, shoulder, arm stuff, maybe a little chest. I don't know. Actually, I'm only going to do chest because I don't have the cables going yet. So I'm going to do some back and shoulder stuff today. And just so I can get a little bit of a workout in, because we haven't lifted in almost a week now. And so I could use that. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to use Kyle, if he's up for it, just as another pair of eyes. I'd like another professional pair of eyes. I mean, I love Justin or Sal. Those guys are too busy, right? I can't get them to pay attention to this thing, much less help me out with it. So I'll get Kyle to watch me on my movements and cue me as I go through the rehab process, and then I will share with you guys the full protocol. So. In fact, when we start the rehab process, Dr. Brink sent me over a great video tutorial that he made and sent over to me, and I'll share that with you guys so you guys can see where the protocol is coming from and how I progress through that. And there'll be things that I'll include and talk to you about that I do at home. For example, something I'm already doing at home that you don't see, right? I'm not sharing it. Not really because I'm not trying to share it. It's just that I'm out of the shower, I'm naked, and I'm doing exercises in front of Juve. I'm not going to video that for you guys. So that is something I'm doing is when I get out of the shower at night right now, I go right over to my Juve light, and I get into a position where this is the Juve light, and I let the shine right on the hamstring, and I just take down, and this is in this stretch position, I already feel a little discomfort, and then I'm gripping with my feet, connecting, kind of an isometric contraction, I'm flexing, come out of it, squeeze, come right back slowly back into that position, right in that stretch position, again, contracting, squeezing my feet, flexing the hamstring, and I'll just go through that for about 15 minutes in front of the light, help facilitate the recovery. So things like that I'll fill you in as I do other things outside of what we do here. Let's get some prone cobra stuff right now.
Okay. See about, I just texted you about sleeping. Okay. Don't pull a butt cheek.
Smart ass. I'm about to get some music going. It's too quiet in here. Fix that after this round right here. Is the Bose still connected over there?
Yeah, it should be good.
Okay. I also need to keep my phone by me. My brother-in-law got someone hacked into my email. So we got a bunch of security issues going on right now with the business, so I got to take a call. That'll be why.
Was he able to figure out like where it came from?
Not yet. That's what we're working on now. Right away, we changed passwords, went to the, true device authentication or whatever, and then he's gonna do a deep dive right now and see what else they got into. He was telling me that they target companies like our size where they infiltrate the email like that or get into the system, they lock everything up and they freeze it. Obviously, a business like ours, a lot of it revolves around email marketing and how valuable that is to us, and they hold it for ransom. And then you have to play the game of pay them their fee that they want to get it released. So My brother-in-law, which he works in cybersecurity, said it's a common practice to come after like companies like our size. I can hear you talking shit from here. Just so you know.
A lot of shit being talked.
Everybody knows who the better closer is now, bro. Everybody knows. There's no question anymore. Ask your other partners; they'll tell you, unless they don't want to hurt your feelings. It depends. Hey, the stuff that really moves the needle matters. I'll concede to that. You're good at all the other stuff.
I'm just mad because of that one episode we did, like episode like 5, where we made Justin answer who the better closer was.
Oh yeah.
He said I was.
He's already redacted that. Where's he at? Is he in here? Justin, didn't you take that back? After a couple big deals the last couple years, huh? He's like, man, all that stuff I used to say about Sal, bro, I take it back.
Yeah, his feelings were hurt, dude. I was
Not even, dog.
mad forever.
Not even. Justin knows what time it is now.
Listen, all joking aside, okay? One of the best closers I've ever worked with. True story. When it depends on what we're selling, but when it comes to making deals, corporate deals, I've never seen anybody better than that.
Okay, that's true. I'll take that.
That's 100%.
I'll take that. Oh,
Selling products, you can't sell products.
it's because you got me on the science. That's why. I say. Although, did you hear my pyruvate sell today, bro? Everybody inside there. Dylan was already online looking up pyruvate. He's trying to order some pyruvate after that, bro.
How do you remember that, dude?
Bro,
I
sold, because you know why? It was the most expensive supplement we had.
This is like $60.
Yeah, and you made 20% rips on it. So, oh my god.
I forgot about that.
And it was such a great pitch. And it was at a time in my life too when I was just learning about the Krebs cycle, and so I was fascinated by, oh wow, like okay, the average person takes this long to get in it, and this supplement's going to kickstart that early. Like imagine, do the math. If you do 20 minutes of cardio every single day and you get 5 more minutes of burning fat every single day, do the math on that over the course of a week, over a month, over a year, you're going to burn. Oh, bro, it was such a, it was so good. It was so good.
That's really good.
I hadn't thought about that until you said that today. You said it, and you probably didn't see me, but.
No, ironically, the one thing I never tried to sell a lot was supplements.
Oh, really?
Never.
That's so weird.
Never. And the only time I tried to sell supplements was when I managed Sunnyvale, and I started adding them to the membership. So I just added to the price.
I was going to say,
And
so
we'd sell it.
was that out of integrity because you just didn't believe in it? Because you were always a big supplement guy. So
I didn't. I mean, truth be told, I don't like the supplements.
Oh yeah.
No, they had creatine and they were tablets. They didn't really have a pre-workout back then. They had maybe protein powder, but
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan.
Yeah. I mean, I believed it all.
Yeah.
So if some guy smarter than me came down and like broke down the Krebs cycle to me and then explained what I was doing, I was like, oh man, that's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? And then quickly I could communicate better whatever he said. Like obviously that was my pitch.
Yeah.
But when they explained to me, I'm like, okay, I can see how this. Oh yeah, I can see how this is really beneficial. And
That's hilarious.
I hadn't thought about it in so many years, and you said that, I went, oh my god, I think I still have the pitch in my head.
You would have done well as a general manager selling corporate memberships.
Yeah, you know what? And
That was something I never did.
And I never really did either. You know what? No one did because it was hard. Like guys didn't want to go do
No,
that.
some guys were good.
Yeah.
Some guys were great.
Like the Ben Vadis. Yeah. I remember he was Baker was good at corporate stuff. He was.
I felt intimidated going into a company and presenting to a CEO. So I never did it.
Oh god. I'm a mess, dude. Absolute mess.
Oh my god, that sucks. Kidding me?
What?
I'm trying to push this DMV thing, man.
I need a corner, Dylan. I'd like to use that wall right there. Everybody can see me do the stuff I should have been doing more of here. So we just want, okay, I just need that. So you can see the breakdown. Easily can protract, easily can elevate. Not that bad to press, but this retraction, I want to be able to take the scapula and move the shoulder back like in these circles, right? So we're trying to do these scapular circles. And what's really difficult is for me to not cheat and want to turn the body to try and to create this circle. And so this is just for feedback for me, so I can feel how I'm tracking. And we're trying to take the shoulder and move it in these big circles, right? And the scapula is what is how I'm protracting, elevating, depressing, retracting. And we're trying to do that in this circle and activate all the muscles in the back that are responsible for doing that. Now what has happened, that the pec injury closed me all in, right? And now I have this like overactive tight muscles in the front, which make it very difficult for me to get the scapula in that retract and depress position and really articulate that shoulder really well. Enough to make me sweat. Just want to find that sticking point, which is right about there, and try and connect. Where's Justin at? Where's my mobility guy? Justin! Oh, he's shooting some stuff. Never mind. I was gonna get his eye. I know, I can tell already that I'm having a hard time when I get here, right there, and I don't want to cheat my torso. Obviously, this is my bad side. This is the side we care the most about. You see me cheating and pulling on, and I'm doing everything I can to try and stay squared off and take myself through those full circles. I'm sweating from fighting it. But all we're doing is getting better connected to that ability to control that scapula better. I tell you what though, after doing it, I can already feel the difference on how much better that feels. Oh yeah. Oh, it feels better. That's the one cool part about putting the work in around the mobility and stuff like that. It's tedious, it's annoying sometimes, but when done right in practice, like this is for the trainers that are paying attention to this. You take a client, say I'm the client, and I have no idea what's going on. I've got this chronic shoulder pain. You take them through some of these, like in a Prime Pro, we have all these tests, like the wall circle, and the client fails that. So you know they fail it because they have the inability to articulate that scapula and take the shoulder all the way through its full range of motion. And so that signals to me as a trainer, like, oh, okay, here's an area where this client who just met me, I see they failed this test. I can show them some mobility drills and teach them how to do that and instantly give them relief, right? So as soon as I stood up out of it, I'm like, oh my God, it's the best my shoulder has felt all day today. And that's such a powerful tool when you're helping train clients. Like you can't train a client to lose fat in one workout. You can't train them to build muscle in one workout. And so it's always hard building that credibility or convincing that client that you can really help them. So this is why the corrective exercise side is so powerful for coaches and trainers, because you can take a client that suffers from chronic pain or has some sort of dysfunction in their normal movements and teach them that, show them, and then give them instant relief. So that feels a lot better already. Let's do some rows. I'm actually gonna do, because we're gonna move to a lot lighter weight in reps, I'm gonna superset something right now. I'm gonna do some body weight pull-ups, and then I'm gonna come right over here, and then I'm gonna row. So is this thing all connected? I don't want to yank on this.
I mean, the bars are for sure, but I don't know if it's not go up into the ground or anything.
Yeah, it's okay. That won't go nowhere. So as we continue with weight training, what we're doing different now, and you're gonna see me probably do more of this, is even where I feel good, like say back, shoulders, or arms, so I can still increase intensity and volume. I'll do things like superset exercises, and we're gonna stay higher rep, right? We just did 12 reps of bodyweight pull-ups, 10 with no rest, right into 10 reps of rows. That'll be my way of keeping volume and intensity up without stressing load so much, since we've been pushing load. So this is why this is gonna look so different these final 4 weeks. I'm also moving into a stricter, lower calorie, trying to land around 2,500. I was over that yesterday, and a lot of that was veal, tri-tip, having a lot fattier meats. I'm gonna have to do more chicken, more leaner cuts of red meat. If I do red meat maybe once a day, not twice a day, small adjustments to try and get down to the 2,500 calories. I prefer to cut at 3,000, but I'm not at that place metabolically right now to do that. So we're gonna still attempt to lean out this last month, and we'll do that at 2,500 calorie mark. And then as far as training goes, we'll train what we can, rehab what we have to, and try and manipulate intensity and volume through reps. So, I don't know if I brought this up the last time I took these, but this is actually already the second time I've taken these today. Now that I'm dropping to 2,500 calories, I'm gonna take these 3 times a day again. I reduced how much I was taking before when I was higher calorie. You know, Keon, they sent me a vanilla plain, or I forget what they call it, flavor of protein powder. Actually mixes in my Greek yogurt really good. It makes it taste like like a birthday cake flavor. It's really good. I shared on the podcast today. I didn't say it was Keon protein on the podcast. I just talked about mixing protein in my Greek yogurt, how amazing it was. So I know even though the EAAs and their creatine are probably what I use the most, I do use their protein powder every once in a while, and it mixes really well with that. Yeah, it's a vanilla flavor. Can't wait till this is all done. This would have been nice to use this today. I would have loved the cedar row or lat pull down today. We definitely will once this is all done. And since we're going to move into higher reps, superset stuff, you're going to see me use a lot more cable stuff. You can tell fatiguing early with all the back-to-back. How'd that green screen go? Yeah.
Not sure if it's gonna be funny or I'm just gonna creep everybody out.
Either way, it'll work.
Yeah, either way, it's
It's funny, this training this way brings me back to when I was a kid and first lifting. Like, I never lifted really heavy because I always thought I identified more with an athlete or a bodybuilder, and so hypertrophy and or endurance strength was more the focus. I never identified as a power lifter or a strong man, and so I never lifted real heavy. In fact, midway through my 20s, if you asked me what my PR or max was on any lift, I couldn't tell you because I never trained singles, doubles, triples. I never even tested that. I never dropped the reps below 6 reps. Most of the time I always trained in 8 to 12 and or 15 in supersets. And I mean, I got a decent ways with building a physique like that. The heavy strength training and stuff came way later, closer to my 30s. And that built a lot of mass on me. So getting hurt, training like that hurts, is like, sucks more because it's not even how I trained for most of my life. And normally I would be training like this before I really started tapping into that. And looking back now at how we probably should have done this, because I would argue that I would have seen just as much, or close at least, to the muscle gain that we did in 2 weeks. Granted, heavy loaded squats and deadlifts and pull-ups, like, I mean, I don't think anything's gonna have put on as much mass as fast as that did. But I mean, I'd rather be not injured and only have put on 15 pounds of muscle instead of saying I put on 22 pounds of muscle and injured now. So looking back, I should have trained more like this for the first couple months and then earned my right through all my mobility practices and training in different planes and unilateral work to earn my right to load the bar really heavy. It really makes me wonder if how close to the same results or as good, maybe even better we could have got. One more round of those.
What book would you recommend reading first? The one that you sent about leadership, the team leadership one, or the one that you sent me recently about
Developing the leader, that one. Yeah, I would say yeah.
So that one over the 5 dysfunctions of the team or whatever?
Yeah. I think the 5 dysfunctions of a team is a great read for me right now. And not that that wouldn't be valuable to you because you run a team also. I think, so I'm not saying it's not valuable, but developing the leader within is more personal stuff. And I know you're in that mindset right now of personal growth and development, and that'll carry over into the other ones too. My favorite part about John C. Maxwell as an author, I've probably read 20 of his books. He's got a lot. And he writes in short stories. So like when he's making a point in a chapter, he tells it through a story to make the point. And so it's almost like you're reading a bunch of little short stories. And so you'll read a short story, you'll be like, that, and it'll be impactful, and you'll get value from it. And it's an easy read. And for me, that was at the time in my life, I was 26, and I just kind of got the thirst to start reading, and that really propelled it. So I kept sticking with him as an author because I felt it was really easy to digest that book, and then that set me up for a lot of other stuff. But almost anything of his, you can't go wrong. I typically recommend Developing the Leader Within to most people as their first book. I think it's a good one. I'm actually going to save arm and chest just in case we don't start rehab tomorrow. I'm going to save the chest and arms for us to do something tomorrow. We'll call that for today. I felt good though. But good example of what kind of like, and once we have the cables going, I'll do a lot more stuff with that. And we're just going to chase the pump, stay light on the weight, a lot of reps, supersetting, really focused on movement. Let's see what we can do as far as progressing the body that way without load. So That felt good. I needed that. And then tomorrow the plan is to start the rehab exercises for the hamstring. If I'm still in pain, we'll do chest and arms and focus on that. If all goes well, I'll do both. All goes well, we'll do the chest and arms, and then we'll also do some rehab stuff. So